No doubt the coronavirus has changed the way the world operates. Technology has become central to business operations.
And rural areas, this has major consequences for upcoming businesses.
Hello beloved, and welcome once again to my channel. This is the Smart Kasi Vibes channel with your host here, Kakano Sudupani, here to build a community of Proptech lovers. Well, today we're going to be talking about how I got interested in this whole new realm of Proptech. So, it starts a long time ago. Time, where there is no end. I'm just joking. About 2 years ago, my mother and I were looking for new efficient ways to generate income from her many properties. Well, many is an overstatement, but that's just for the theatrics, okay? I'm sure we're allowed some creative license here. So anyway, we wanted to find better ways of sustaining and finding tenants, and this then led us to explore short-term rentals as a solution, because she was also complaining about her place being damaged by long-term tenants. And so we took the conventional route, like many of you, went into Airbnb, the giant Proptech that's around here. And we know that many of you are using this platform and you're generating some good money out of it, and it's actually contributed significantly to GDP growth. There's actually some news on that. Just last week I heard something about that. I'll link it here. So basically, we got into this whole world of Airbnb, right? And contrary to popular belief, we were led to believe that, look, it's only destinations that are like Holiday, Cape Town, Durban, etc. that make it big on such platforms. But really what you'll find out is that most of our smaller towns, even towns that you've never heard of before, are making it big on this platform. So it became a gateway through which we were introduced to this whole Proptech sector, by and large. All right, so how did we start? So we went the unconventional route, which is to say that we started out in a rural village. And you know that sometimes it's tricky to do it in a rural village, because I'm talking rural, where there's like a chief, where there's like boreholes, where there's like chickens running around, yes, and where there's like dirt roads, that type of rural. And we thought, maybe this place wouldn't be appreciated much because of its location. As you know, most Airbnbs are in municipal areas and things like that. So I remember people would ask, hey, where's your place? Every time, hey, exactly where is this place? And some of them would just ask and disappear, and they would never confirm their booking. And so that was a bit discouraging in the beginning. They would ask, hey, is your place this far from the mall, this far from the university, this far from the Department of Justice, etc. So we then decided, look, there are certain things we need to improve. So one of the first things we realized is that it's important to fix the response rate. Communication is very important with this type of Proptech platform, because we then had to generate things like auto replies and templates. We pre-drafted the welcome messages and things like that. So one of the other things my mother invested in was the interior decoration, because she is one herself. She's a decorator, and so she did a revamp of the place, and we sort of segmented the place into small bite-sized chunks that can be rented out short term for few people at a time, instead of just this one big place that's rented out by hopefully many people at once, because that's highly unlikely. So we did that, and more recently we basically did something to give clients full control over their stay, and basically doing this by ensuring that we do self check-in processes, and also working on our hospitality here and there. Good morning texts help a lot in this day and age. I mean, if you don't get a good morning text from somebody at home, at least you'll get it from the host, because it's supposed to make you feel at home. So we basically branded the place according to its location. We wanted it to be a restful place, a place where people can switch off from distractions and things like that. As such, we didn't really take too much care for TVs and Wi-Fi and things like that. So we really tried to keep it simple, relaxing and comforting, and something that people will enjoy, even if they're coming for work, by the way. So Of course, we'll add these luxuries as we go along, but this is just to say we had to play around with this space a lot. And I was doing the tech, and my mom was doing the hospitality most of the time. So yeah, the results really surprised us. We were not expecting what we would get after the whole improvement situation. And basically what we realized is that, look, this whole concept, especially where we lived, is not really prevalent in our rural communities and in our townships. And so that's when I, burned with this interest to explore more about South African Proptech and how far it can go to address these underserved communities, which is why I started becoming interested in the Proptech value chain as a whole. And now I'm interested in also generating some knowledge on South African Proptech so that we can, create opportunities and build suitable solutions for this South Africa, in all its shapes and sizes, in all its facets of communities and things like that. So because things like Airbnb have like their niche and things like that, there's still many other Proptech niches that have not been tapped into. And yeah, I'm doing this so that we can partner with South African brands, South African new Proptech startups, so that we can review their products and services, make them better, help them gain more reach. Because really, at the end of the day, we need to transform the entire sector, especially in the sector of our underserved communities. So this is really the goal of this channel. And if you have any advice for me, anything that I could work with, I'd really appreciate it. This is a journey, and we're committed here at Smart Kasi Vibes to make sure that this becomes a reality. So we'll keep exploring this phenomenon. We'll bring in some guests to discuss more about this and enrich our knowledge, and we'll see how far it takes us. So if you enjoyed watching this video so far, I did this completely solo, non-scripted. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you enjoy some of this long form content, consider subscribing, and we'll see you again next time. So until then, let's watch out for the property sector, the Proptech sector particularly, and I hope to hear from you and gain some insights. Let's go, Smart Kasi Vibes. Subscribe down below. Thanks. Bye.